This is the desert. It is a piece of the desert. We need to have a piece of the desert in our room because so much happens to the people of God in the desert. The desert is a dangerous place. It hardly ever rains in the desert, so there's not a lot of water and things really don't grow. And it is very hard to survive in the desert without food and water. The desert is a dangerous place. Whenever the wind blows the sand and it changes the shape of the desert so that you can lose your way. The desert is a dangerous place. The people of God lived in a land where the rains did not come. Their crops did not grow, and so they couldn't grind their grain to make bread, and they were hungry. The children cried in their sleep. The mothers and the fathers decided they needed to go to a new land where there was food, even if it meant they had to cross the desert. Their journey began. Crossing the desert was hard. I had to get to a land called Egypt. And in this land, there was a king known as a pharaoh. And when they got to this land, to Egypt, there was food and there was work. But the Pharaoh trapped them. They had to do whatever the Pharaoh said. They had to live where the Pharaoh said to live. They had to get up when the Pharaoh said get up. They had to go to bed when the Pharaoh said. They had to work where the Pharaoh said to work. They had to do everything the Pharaoh said. They were slaves. One of the people of God, whose name was Moses, went to the Pharaoh and said, "Let my people go." But the Pharaoh said, "No." Moses went back several times to say, "Let my people go." And the Pharaoh said, "No." Many strange things began to happen in the land. But each time when Moses would tell the Pharaoh to let my people go, Pharaoh would say no. Then something terrible happened. The oldest boy in all of the Egyptian families died, even in the Pharaoh's family. But the oldest boys in the families of the people of God did not die. They had put a mark above their door. The blood of the Lamb told the angel of death to pass over their homes. This time, when Moses said to the Pharaoh, "Let my people go," the Pharaoh said, "Yes." The people of God hurried to get ready. They packed everything they could carry, and they baked bread. But they did not have time to put leaven in the bread, which would help make it rise and be fluffy like the bread you find in the store. It was flat. You can still taste that bread today. It is called matzah. Whenever you taste it, you can taste this story. The people of God hurried because they were afraid that the Pharaoh would change his mind. Suddenly, they heard what they did not want to hear. Their ground started to shake. Pharaoh's army was coming after them. The horses' hooves and the sound of the chariots all sounded like thunder. They were frightened. Pharaoh's army pushed the people of God right up to the edge of the water. They didn't know what to do. But God came so close to Moses, and Moses came so close to God, that Moses knew what he had to do to get the people through the water to freedom. This one looks very excited. This one looks like he's running. This one looks like she's waving. More running people. This one looks so scared he's not moving. Is this one confused? So exciting getting over. When all the people had gone to the other side, the water closed behind them, and they were free. Pharaoh's army could not get them. They were so excited and happy to be free that they wanted to thank God. And Miriam, the sister of Moses, led the dancing. Now, I wonder which part of this story you like best. I wonder which part of this story is the most important. I wonder, where are you in this story? I wonder if there's any part of this story we could leave out and still have everything we need. Well, the next time you come to this room, you can taste some matzah, just made with flour and water, and taste this story.